Today we're going to be talking about the Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, and how he spent $30,000 in campaign funds on skincare enthusiasts in 1 year. The song that popped up into my mind is So Fresh, So Clean by Outkast, okay? Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm so fresh, so clean. So fresh, so clean, okay? This is what immediately came to my mind. Because I'm like, $30,000 in a year. For what? For cutting your hair, for, making your skin extra soft that you could put some Equate petroleum jelly on your face, okay? Pro tip, get a little bit, literally that much, okay? And then just put it on there so it feels like it's almost nothing, okay? And then just pat that stuff right up in there. And it actually really does help, okay? And of course you got to exfoliate and all that. But anyways, we're going to be getting into this story about what can possibly cost $30,000 in 1 year. Are you getting Neutrogena? I mean, what could you be using on your skin that costs that much money? Okay, let's get into this. Chicago's progressive mayor, Brandon Johnson, spent a jaw-dropping $30,000 in campaign funds on personal grooming since launching his bid for office. Johnson used the money his supporters contributed to his Friends of Brandon Johnson campaign fund to pay for makeup and hair appointments. Now, I get, when you're on TV, for example, they put the little powder, the little blotching and all that. I mean, you could do all that stuff yourself. You get the little powder, or for me, you get those little blue sheets that absorb all the oil because I got highly oily skin, and you could do that kind of stuff. I just don't get it. What could cost that much? And hair appointments, his hair ain't nothing but, you know what I mean? Hair ain't nothing but an inch. You know what I mean? His hair ain't nothing but about right here. So I'm like, well, how much money are you spending? You go in there every week? And how much are your haircut appointments? I mean, how much are you spending a week? You spend like $500 a week on hair? And let's continue. Nearly all of the money went to makeup artist and skincare enthusiast Denise Malloy, who operates Makeup Magic from a home in the South Side. So he's going to someone's house to get his hair and makeup done. Now, is this Malloy one of your chicks or something? Because that seems a little odd. But let's continue. Between 2023 and 2024, he made more than 30 payments to said business. Before he was elected in April 2023, the payments were listed as candidate makeup for TV or makeup retainer. However, since becoming mayor, the makeup payments were only vaguely declared as event expenses. Mayor does not spend The mayor does not spend taxpayer dollars in preparation for the many public appearances and events he attends every day. Okay, so Johnson's campaign advisor said this in a written statement. Okay, Bill Neidhart. Instead, he is using his own campaign funds to pay Black and women-owned businesses a fair wage and compensation for their work in preparation in preparing the mayor and individuals associated with the campaign for public appearances, events, media segments, and other availabilities. So he's saying we're supporting women and we're supporting Black women specifically, Black people and women specifically. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're helping out the community for $30,000 a year for hair. Okay, now he's saying that we're paying them what they're worth. Okay, that's excessive. I mean, how much makeup are you putting on a day? And how many days are you having to really put on makeup? You know what I mean? How many days are you really having to do that? How many days are you getting your hair cut? I mean, come on. When are you doing that? Every 2 weeks? Are you telling me you're doing it every single week? And how much are you paying for a haircut? Haircuts could run you how much is it? About $60? I think I did about $60. So the numbers aren't adding up. It's not adding up for me, but let's continue. Hair and makeup services are commonplace among high-ranking public officials. Yeah, but his hair is not long, and it's short. I mean, how many haircuts does one person need? However, Johnson appears to spend an arm and a leg more than other prominent local leaders, notably his predecessor, Lori Lightfoot, who made 4 payments to an Evanston business of roughly $2,000 total for event makeup services in her campaign filings last year. So he did $30,000, she did $2,000 total. She did $2,000, he did $30,000. If you're going to sit up here and tell me, well, I mean, they were all necessary, though. I needed every single... She got more hair than you. Let's continue. Among the payments listed in the expenditure report is a $4,000 listing from Johnson's campaign to Palatine, Illinois beauty salon called Anthony Jones Salon on March 27th for event expenses. Anthony Jones, who owns Anthony Jones Salon, told the paper he never received the money, has never worked with the campaign. Well, somebody lying. Neidhart, this is the representative, said that the report was a mistake. They provided the name of the business to a vendor who completed the campaign's finances report for disclosure filing made to the Illinois State Board of Elections, and they wrote down the wrong one. It seemed like you were giving that money to somebody else. And then when the news reached out to Mr. Anthony Jones, he said, I don't know anything about this. This ain't got anything to do with me, y'all. Okay. And then they went back to Brandon and his crew and said, oh, it was just the wrong name. It says the report should have listed AJ Styles Barber and Beauty. Now, AJ Styles, I guess if they're trying to cover their, you know what, okay, Anthony Jones, AJ Styles, okay, whatever. Barber and Beauty Salon on the west side as receiving a payment which was for hair and makeup and involved multiple events. Apparently, the mix-up is going to be resolved according to him. This seems like somebody's stealing money, okay? I don't care what anyone says. This sounds like people are stealing money. Okay, $30,000, or you're paying somebody on the side for whatever the case may be, if you know what I mean. $30,000 for hair and makeup. Meanwhile, Lori Lightfoot, who was prior to him for 1 year, only spent $2,000, but you spent $30,000. I guess make it make sense. It's not making sense to me how you're able to spend that large sum of money. And she's over here like, I don't need all that. I'm good. I do makeup and hair or whatever, but $2,000. Meanwhile, you're $30,000. But we ain't got no money. All right. But anyways, let me know what y'all think down below.